Hey guys, it's Guy389 here, and welcome back. So, doing another GOG update video. So, for those of you who don't remember, GOG, goodoldgames.com. And we're going to talk about a little bit about, well, LucasArts and Star Wars and that kind of stuff. In case you didn't pay attention to the description of the video, or you clicked on this video by mistake, you guys remember how, Disney purchased LucasArts, and we kind of didn't know how we should feel about it, and we had mixed feelings. We were like, oh, they're going to make new Star Wars movies, but, oh, they're probably going to ruin them. Well, it looks like something positive did come out of it after all. So, the video games that you're seeing in front of you are all LucasArts titles that have been released on GOG.com. Now, you guys may be thinking, what does this have to do with Disney? The LucasArts company re-releases games all the time. Well, actually, they don't. And the thing is that LucasArts, under George Lucas's leadership and so on and so forth, have actually been very resistant to the idea of re-releasing titles. In fact, people have been begging for particular titles here, like the X-Wing and TIE Fighter series. The X-Wing Alliance game and X-Wing versus TIE Fighter are also included in that. Those were never re-released. Those are available, not necessarily for the first time here. I think X-Wing and TIE Fighter actually had an updated release on Steam. But as far as I know, X-Wing Alliance is being re-released here for the first time. We can click on it and check, because they do have a notification telling you if it's the first time it's been released ever. At the very least, I know Star Wars Rebellion has its digital re-release here, because, let's face it, no one has been able to buy this game for at least a decade. It's been, it came out in 1997 or 1998, I believe, and since like 2 years after it came out, it's been unobtainable unless you pick it up on eBay. This one, Empire at War, has actually been released on Steam for a very long time, so there's nothing new there. But a lot of these games are, completely brand new. This one, not so much so. I think this one is actually a remake of the original that was released on Steam, if I remember correctly. We'll click on it and check. Yeah, this is the Steam re-release that was released in 2009. So that one's not new. But we go to the front page here, and we've got things like, these two obviously are digital premiere. This one, for some reason, is not, though I don't really know how, because it's never been available, at least not for a long time. This one is new, this one's new, so those two, at the very least, are completely new to digital releases. And a lot of the other ones are like available on Steam, so I think you can get Republic Commando, you can get Jedi Knight, probably. Knights of the Old Republic, I think you can get a hold of. I don't know if you were able to get a hold of Galactic Battlegrounds, though. So this one, Rebellion, and Dark Forces, maybe, are all are all most likely available for the first time here. Also, X-Wing Alliance, I think this is the first digital re-release. And X-Wing and TIE Fighter, which I believe were released on Steam. Don't quote me on that, because this is just me getting that information. Like, I thought that I heard that they were released on Steam. That also happened after Disney purchased LucasArts. So a lot of this, like all of the X-Wing versus TIE Fighter series, the TIE Fighter, X-Wing, X-Wing Alliance, and X-Wing versus TIE Fighter, Rogue Squadron, Rebellion, Galactic Battlegrounds, maybe this one, I don't think so, and Dark Forces are all brand new to the internet now. Like, after Disney purchased LucasArts, they re-released those games. Also, it would probably be a good idea to get Empire at War Gold here, if you were planning on picking up Empire at War. For those of you who don't know, I'll just click on it. It's an extremely popular strategy game set in the Star Wars universe. The graphics are okay. It was released in 2006, so it's quite old now. Like, what year is it? 2015. So I guess like 9 years old then. So yeah, like those are that one. You could have picked it up on Steam at any point, but there was a problem with downloading mods for it when it was on Steam. And they actually had to, like, certain mod packs take it into account and certain mod packs do not take it into account, in which case, some of the really good mods you just can't play with the Steam version because for some reason it doesn't work. So, or you have to find, like, a workaround to make it work. So picking it up here is probably advantageous since it just installs it like the CD does instead of installing it the way Steam does. But yeah, that'll be about it for today. I'll just I'll leave you guys with a couple of. Also, this one's probably a first time re-release. Leave you guys with a 5 that I would suggest for you guys. So, just because there's a good reason for it. I would suggest you either pick up TIE Fighter or X-Wing Alliance. Depending a little bit on your taste. TIE Fighter, the unique aspect of TIE Fighter is that you play as the Empire. You get to play as a TIE Fighter pilot. On the other hand, X-Wing Alliance is the most updated version, so it has the best graphical quality, it has the most content, the longest campaign, all of that good stuff. There's a crap ton of mods for it to make it look even prettier. I don't know if they include the patch that fixes the game, but there is a patch that is required to fix the first mission of the campaign, or maybe it's the second mission. I think it's the first mission of the campaign that will screw up sometimes if you don't have the patch. Next on the list, I would probably suggest one of the strategy games, Rebellion or Empire at War, kind of depending on your taste. Rebellion is a more 4X game. I've actually played a ton of it, but it's kind of card game graphics. Like, there's very little actual graphics in it. You can click on the button here to go fight manually. There's a little button there. You can click on to go fight manually. But manual combat in the game kind of looks terrible. Like, you just see a bunch of little triangles moving at each other and shooting one laser every few seconds. Empire at War, on the other hand, is much more graphically impressive, but it's still, graphically inferior to everything that comes out today. But it looks alright, and there are lots of mods for it. And really, that's the big thing, is that there's so many mods for Empire at War that it's just ridiculous. Next up, let's see, what else can I suggest here? Monkey Island, definitely. Monkey Island is absolutely hilarious, and if you haven't played it, you totally should. It's basically a point-and-click adventure game, but they obviously have, like, cutscenes and stuff. I think it's a recreation of the original, or it's a prequel to the original. I don't really remember which, but it's Monkey Island. It's fun. It's hilarious. Alternately, you can get Indiana Jones, which is, an older game. I don't think this is a re-release. No, this isn't the re-release. There is no re-release of this. But this is obviously Indiana Jones, and it's funny, it's quirky. They have their own little style for it. LucasArts was actually well known for their point-and-click adventure games. So let's see, we've gotten to 3. Number 4. What should I put in as number 4? I guess Rogue Squadron 3D. Now, obviously, like there is a comment in here somewhere. Someone says that the Rogue Squadron series is Shadows of the Empire, Rogue Squadron 3D, and Battle of Naboo. That's probably incorrect because Shadows of the Empire is made by a completely different developer. Battle of Naboo is not. It's made by the same people, as far as I can remember. But the actual series is called. You have Rogue Squadron, and then you have Rogue Squadron 2, Rogue Leader, and then you have Rogue Squadron 3, Rebel Strike. And of those 3, Rogue Leader is the best, but unfortunately, Rogue Leader and Rebel Strike were never released for PC. They are GameCube exclusive games, so if you don't have a GameCube like me, the closest thing you can get is Rogue Squadron 3D, which is a slightly upgraded version of the Nintendo 64 title. it does look better than the Nintendo 64 title. In fact, it looks kind of close to the graphical level of the GameCube versions, just not quite as good. And the final one, obviously you guys knew this was coming, Knights of the Old Republic. So you guys may have heard of a little company named BioWare. Not sure if you've ever heard of them. They're not too famous, just made a whole lot of really, really, really popular open world adventure games. And this screen right here is a little deceptive because this is what the game actually looks like. A lot of talking, a lot of conversations, a lot of hitting people with lightsabers, hitting crystals with lightsabers, and square lightsabers, I guess. I think that's just the animation of him spinning his lightsaber that is not being caught on camera correctly. Either way, the purpose here is that you can pick this up again. I think it was available on Steam, so I don't think this is the first time it's been released for the digital release. But you can also pick up the pack here for Knights of the Old Republic 2 and 1. But yeah, basically this is Knights of the Old Republic is the origins of where BioWare gets its RPGs from. So it's got the whole choice mechanic system. The choices you make will put you closer to the dark side or to the light side, depending on what you do. And if you turn towards the dark side, your appearance starts to shift and you start to become visibly evil. And if you move towards the light side, you just sort of get visibly less intimidating, I guess. I wouldn't know. I've always played as the good guys, but I've never played far enough to where I actually had that happen to me, where my character starts transforming. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and feel free to check out GOG.com and pick up your favorite Star Wars games. As I mentioned before, I've given you guys a couple of suggestions, like the X-Wing TIE Fighter series, Rogue Squadron, one of the strategy games, so on and so forth, Knights of the Old Republic. All good games. There's a lot of them here that are good, at least. I don't know about Dark Forces. I've never tried it. It sounds intimidatingly boring. But at the same time, yeah, exactly. You get the point here. It kind of looks deceptively bad, but I don't know. It might be really good. I've never tried it. Yeah, but we'll talk soon, guys. Bye-bye.